The following is a podcast from a qualified senior care provider heard on the Answers for Elders radio show.
And welcome everyone to the Answers for Elders radio network, heard throughout the United States and beyond on all major podcast platforms. We are here to help families who are navigating the daunting world of senior care. And obviously, to each and every one of you, you have concerns about your loved one oftentimes. And if you are thinking about now, all of a sudden, maybe we need to start looking at making changes. We're very excited to bring you the top experts in senior care. And one of those experts I am very honored to have with us is a wonderful lady by the name of Tracey Harvey. And Tracey is with Cadence Senior Living in Kent, Washington, and a brand new community that is just opening up in the city of Kent, which is so big for you guys because hasn't it been, Tracey, about 20 years since there was another community created in your neighborhood? Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
That is so amazing. So tell us a little bit. I know we're going to get into an amazing topic that we all need to listen to, but I want to just give kind of an upfront, since it's been, a month or so since we've talked to you. And obviously there's a lot of stuff happening with Cadence, isn't there? Fill me in on what's new and where we're at.
Where we're at. Well, we're a community that's on the East Hill off of 104th, or what they used to call Benson Way. And we are purposely built, and it's very modern living for those active agers out there that's looking for independent living and really just for having an all-inclusive community that they're able to thrive in and grow in. And so a lot of our residents coming on board they work and they still, drive their cars and go to their activities and their events, but they just want someone to help them with the cooking, the cleaning, and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. But we are going to be talking about our programming too.
Yeah. It's so interesting because there's such a need for that over 55, even over 60-year-old of, maybe getting ready to downsize. Maybe they've gone through a death of a spouse or something like that, and they find themselves sitting in a house that's probably way too much for them to take care of, and all of a sudden they're sitting there by themselves. And that is something that senior loneliness, we're very aware of, that this happens a lot. And certainly you guys being what I would love to talk about is basically wellness, is that whole concept of emotional and physical well-being, where in many cases a senior may hang on to something because the fear of change is higher, for a better quality of life than what it is for them to sit by themselves in their own four walls. But the long-term results of allowing that not to happen can be really devastating. So Tracey, how do you deal with a senior, that may be in that situation that's lonely, but they're too afraid, or, what happens when a senior's lonely? I guess I'm going to ask you that first.
Yeah, I think the number one thing we try to do is just really have a conversation with them to get in tune with their feelings and really help them make the thought or think about the transition that they need to make now so they can prolong their health and vitality.
Sure.
I think that's the most important thing, is to help them understand that making a transition now before a crisis happens or an illness happens is probably puts a little bit more power and control into the equation. And once they do that, and I think once they see that active aging can be in a modern location with all those key amenities that they're still used to, I think they start warming up to the idea. And that is why I think that it's going to be so successful, because for those wanting that transition to happen, I think that they're seeing that they can make that happen now, and it's not like it in their mind what they had thought about way back when we called them nursing homes, because it's nothing like a nursing home.
No.
Or form.
And that's really kind of sad, because I don't think our industry has done enough to educate the general population that later life care is very different than what people think about. And, um, and one of the key issues, and staying on our topic today, is I don't think the old form, quote unquote, nursing home was invested in quote unquote wellness. It was about basically, putting them away someplace and doing what you can to keep them going and with medications and all that stuff. But really, quality of life was not a factor that it is now. And I think one of the things that you guys do so well, and, I mean, your company has been around for, decades, right? But the thing that's important is that there's a whole other piece to now of lifestyle and vibrancy and just really looking at the whole picture. And when you say all inclusive, not only is that services, but it's really taking the whole body and mind, and fitness side of it and integrating that in as well. Am I explaining this correctly? It's just,
Yeah, and now we're managing wellness over
yeah,
illness. That's the number one
I
key
love that.
that we try to remind families. And it's really important that families understand that there's ways that you can do that. And our
Mhm.
company just happens to be on the forefront of how we manage wellness and
Yeah,
that holistic person coming in. So
yeah.
we do that with wellness checks and the technology we have. I'm sitting in our Intune fitness room now.
I
This is
love
just
that.
it's one of our spaces that we have for our residents. And not only does it have the traditional equipment and, we'll have they can use it at their leisure, but we have
Mhm.
the high end technology with the interactive, the mirror that you can have a trainer at any point in time and do
I
any
love
modality
that.
you want to do, whether you want to learn Zumba or yoga. So it really starts with a lot of the technology as well
Mhm.
that we're trying to integrate and share with our residents, and they're very excited about it. The ones that are
Of
very
course.
curious are the ones that I think have that really prolonged an ingredient that they need to prolong their
Yeah.
vitality.
Yeah.
And they want to do that. And it really, I think that helps them realize that they want to come out of that loneliness. They need another sense of community other than their family, I think,
Yeah.
to be able to stay engaged and stay well.
Yeah. And I think one of the things that you really touch on, I think that's so important, is the fact that, when you interview someone, when they come into your community or you share your community, it's like people may not think that they may think that they're getting a good quality of life, but they don't realize what's on the other side, of stepping through and learning more. And, there's so many factors of living in a community like that, which is the socialization, which is so important. It's also the ability to connect with people and also just having a staff there that's, if anything happened, you're taken care of. And that safety factor is huge. A secure building, being in an area that is, well looked after, and you don't have the worries about maintenance and yard work and all those things. It's like your life changes in so many positive ways to be able to
Mm.
be in a community like that. And of course, your community, um, obviously is brand new and not even officially open yet, even though you're taking reservations right now. Is that correct? Tell us a little bit about, where you're at with that as far as people that are
Yeah.
interested.
Yeah, we are opening soon. We're still working with our promotion of our Founders Club, which
Hmm.
is a wonderful way to get involved at the ground level and have your
Right.
best savings ever.
Uh-huh.
It is an amazing way to get involved. The studios start at 3150, and we go up and have one bedrooms,
That's
and then we have
awesome.
two bedrooms, and then you get the use of all the wonderful amenities and
Yeah.
classes. So one thing we're also doing is right now, even we're offering to area seniors, if they're 60 plus, they can come in and do our Intune Tuesdays fitness class. That's the
That is
group
awesome.
fitness program. So
And for those
want
of
to
you
give
that
it a
are
try.
watching us on YouTube, please take a look at this room that's behind Tracey, because it's amazing. It's got this wonderful a mirror up there. It looks like a TV set. You've got exercise equipment. You've got great, exercise balls. I forget what you call those, like what is it? And all different types of ways in which people can interact and certainly have a quote unquote fitness program, but as well as, just really tuning into, finding your own vibrancy, I guess, in the fact that everybody is different, right? So some people are different levels. I'm sure you do things outside as well.
Absolutely. We have wellness walks already planned for Wednesdays and share chi on Fridays for meditation purposes. And so everyone is, and wellness is not just physical wellness, it's also emotional wellness, intellectual wellness. So there's so many areas that you can, that interest people. So
yes. Well, I'm very excited, excuse me, to be working with you guys. And obviously the Founders Club is really the time to get involved because you guys get some specials going on. I know with that, being a founder member, that's a big deal because I'm sure in many ways you kind of get to help set the pace of things that happen and where you go and leading a community, and also just kind of being an influencer and leaving your own legacy as a startup of being a part of a community that's beginning. And that wellness piece is certainly so important. So Tracey, how do we reach you and how do we get a hold of you?
Well, get in touch with us at 253-549-9300. And our team, our wonderful concierge, will direct you to the right people so you can come in for a tour, or just go to online and look for Cadence Kent-Meridian.
Oh, that is so awesome. Tracey, I'm so glad you were with me today. We are looking forward to doing a podcast with you every single week month, one a month, and just looking to help you, watch you grow in this amazing community of Kent and South King County. And Tracey, I've known you for, a long time. It's just such an honor to be working with you. So, it doesn't get any better than you. So I'm so thrilled you're with us. So thanks so much.
Thank you.
Answers for Elders radio show with Suzanne Newman hopes you found this podcast useful in your journey of navigating senior care. Check out more podcasts like this to help you find qualified senior care experts in areas of financial, legal, health and wellness, and living options. Learn about our radio show, receive promotional discounts, and meet our experts by clicking on the banner to join the Senior Advocate Network at AnswersForEldersRadio.com. Now there is one place to find the Answers for Elders.